Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking Tony Ferguson. Tony being released from the UFC, signing for a new promotion. What does this mean for El Cucuy? Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Well, the good news is that, with no disrespect to El Cucuy here, Tony Ferguson has been released from the UFC. That's the good news. He doesn't have to fight the best in the world anymore. The bad news is that the guy's still fighting. He's just fighting elsewhere. Now, I believe that Tony Ferguson, despite being, 7 or 8 losses in a row, I believe he deserved a proper final goodbye. He was just never ready for the final goodbye. That's the truth. 8 losses in a row. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 7 or 8 losses in a row. With all respect to all of Tony Ferguson's last 7 or 8 opponents, whether it be the Bobby Greens of the division or the Paddy Pimblets or the Michael Chieses of the 170s, they did not get to face prime Tony Ferguson. The Tony Ferguson they got to face was a guy who realistically shouldn't have been in there against Michael Chandler or Justin Gaethje. But unfortunately for Tony, he was, and he got handed devastating losses, right? And I still think that those guys did not get to face prime Tony. Now, that being said, there was a point where the UFC had to make a decision because Tony was not able to make it for himself. He still wants to fight, so he just has to go do that somewhere else. Now, this is not such good news, in all honesty, the fact that he's still fighting, because the guys in the other promotion are going to look at Tony. They're going to say, this is the guy to make my name off of, right? So, it's just, I hope that's not going to be the case, but he's just going to serve as a stepping stone for, God knows who in this other promotion. And, I wish him the best. I wish him to catch some kind of a second or third win at this point, the 37, 38-year-old, and actually capture a couple wins and just call it a career. But the guy released from the UFC, still, an active fighter. He just does it elsewhere. If you made it this far, I appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.